Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. The football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Well, good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's third and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. Zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incomplete.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
As they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12.
Ready. Block 40. Block 4. I got you. 54.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That's me, baby. Turn it up, turn it up.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Cardinals nothing.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
47-yard line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Out of of the gun now on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On first down, Akers. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the Cardinals' 39-yard line.
Big stop, big stop, let's go. Check forward, check forward. Drag him 60. Check 10, flag him, 19.
On second down now, Akers. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Nothing.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Here comes the Cardinals punting away for the second time. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. So that one will be accepted.
Switch up, switch up. Check 15, check 15.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it's going to be second down.
Every now and then, you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it. But when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And they're going option play on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 6.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Being chased out left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going right back to Akers. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Cardinals 11.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the pickup there, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Back to throw here. And that is is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Akers. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll go again here with Akers. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let him know. Let him know. Right there. 54 Mike. I can't believe that.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
16-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Yards there, a big one.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, L.A.
There's the ball carrier.
Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
3 and 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Back to throw. rush to his right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. Third down here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct.